Did that split? Did that drill? Yeah, champion.
From the host to Super Bowl 50 back in Deafening, they're set for football as the 49ers get ready to do battle with the Green Bay Packers. From UTEP, this is Aaron Jones, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 23-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad.
8 yards on the pickup. And this is 3rd down.
The gun, it's Rodgers. Able to find Lazard. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Rodgers teaming up with Lazard there for a Packer first down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He'll get this to Lazard. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And the Niners get there and bring him down. D Ford able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, no takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
On play action, it's Rodgers. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area. But they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Makes the score.
They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 18. First carry for Raheem Mostert. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
21. Here we go.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Coleman has it here right side. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line. The Packer fans, and not to mention members of this defense, likely hoping to forget what Mostert did to Green Bay in the NFC title game last year. 29 carries, 220 yards, and an NFL postseason record-tying 4 touchdown runs. From the 38, Garoppolo. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
Incomplete. Brings up third down and 6 yards to go.
Now against a 3rd and 6.
Brandon Ayuk.
So on 4th down, here's the Australian native Mitch wishes a good one. Now this is fielded in the end zone.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score Packers 3, 49ers nothing.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. On 2nd down now, it's Jones. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
A gain of a yard. And this is 3rd down.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Now a play fake. Rodgers. Flushed out right. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. On 4th down, here's Green Bay's 3rd-year punter, J.K. Scott, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. This will be fielded at the 17. So the punt goes for 56 with a decent return of 13. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Garoppolo. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was looking for the rookie Brandon Ayuk, and now it's 3rd down.
That's pretty nice to watch as he matched the route with the receiver and stayed right there, stuck to him like glue, almost hip to hip, shoulder to shoulder, helped force the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick, and he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he stopped immediately there. We call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. It's caught. Jones. And he'll have the first down, getting this one. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
At their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this?
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
Makes the score Packers 10, 49ers 7.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he returns this to the 22.
And on the return, the Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2-yard line.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Jones. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line.
Aaron Jones.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
is third down.
Now Rodgers on the bootleg. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues. Working from the gun, Rodgers. That's caught. It's Robert Tonyan, the tight end.
Rodgers.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. For the Packers and Niners, this, of course, a rematch of the NFC Championship game from a year ago. And that game belonged to the 49ers. You might remember Raheem Mostert. Boy, he really made a name for himself in that one. 220 yards on the ground, 4 touchdown runs in the 37-20 victory that sent the 49ers to Miami.
2 on the play.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
'49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. On play action, now Rodgers. The left side completion to Jones. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
10 more there and another first down. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. On play action, Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Jones. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
Complete.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as he'll try to get 3 before half. And the 13-year man puts it through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense. not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Mostert. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Preston Smith.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander, and he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish, but you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Eluding the pressure right, and they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Gain of 12.
12 yards there and a first down. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Rodgers going to try and run, and he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Rodgers with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Extra point try now for Crosby. And the lead is now 13.
Kick is good. Makes the score Packers 20, 49ers 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that? Oh, they intercept Garoppolo for the third time. Adrian Amos with a pick. Break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 23 yards the pickup there.
So many times someone's success is the product of a lot of things coming together really well. And for Aaron Jones in 2019, it all came together for him. He stayed healthy, was on the field for all 16 games, got handed the ball 100 more times last year, and as an end result, broke 1,000 yards in a season rushing for the first time in his career.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
They'll run it with Jones. And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners 16. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
10 yards. On
that one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. This is Jones. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a first and goal.
First and goal, Green Bay.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. Now Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones with touchdown number 15 of the year and second of the game. And the Packers add on to their lead. Now Crosby for the point after. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Makes the score Packers 27, 49ers 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
13.
From the gun on third, Garoppolo. That's complete to his receiver, Ayuk. And he is going to have a Niners first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Here's Tevin Coleman, now in his second year with the Niners. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.
Tevin Coleman, the ball.
The first-round pick, Jair Alexander, making the tackle.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe try to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
A false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on second down.
36. Watch the twitch.
And here is motion again, and that's going to be 2 in a row. And that'll set them back 5. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15.
21.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander. Another solid game-changing play for this defense with the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead.
Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, 4th quarter.
Here we go. Go ahead.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
Tevin Coleman, the ball carrier.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the...
And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Richie James, his first touchdown on the year. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his second miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Rodgers looking to throw. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. And this is going to be no good. He misses it off to the left, and this score will stay right where it is. Now, this one now not over yet, Charles. You've got a sliver of hope on that other sideline.
You certainly do, because that would have made it a 3-score game, and that probably would have been curtains at that point. But now if they can get down the field quickly and somehow get the ball back one more time, we may have a different ball game.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Garoppolo to try again on 2nd down. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. He's going to let it fly. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit him over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Darnell Savage. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Mike, 53. 53. Mike. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take it.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. National Football League, Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Green Bay, they continue to cruise through this first half of the schedule as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign. And they'll get a few days to savor this one before they take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints.